Hey there guys, Jordan here, back with another reaction video. And this reaction video is going to be another death battle. And this death battle is going to be Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor, Rick and Morty versus Doctor Who. Now, I haven't watched Rick and Morty since season 3, and I haven't even started on Doctor Who since it's been running for many years, but I am familiar with both of them, so it's interesting to see a battle between two interdimensional heroes battling against each other. So then, without further delay, let's see how it goes. Alright, fix the volume. And let's begin.
Rick Sanchez, the Doctor. These brilliant geniuses dominate the cosmos, but who would win an all-out brawl? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, first up, Rick.
Everything about Morty Smith's life was perfectly average. Average house, average family, average school. Maybe slightly below average intelligence. But everything changed the day his grandpa Rick came home. Yeah, in style! Because Rick Sanchez is anything but average.
Yeah.
Easily the smart.
Alright, background. Full name, Rick Sanchez. Age, 70 years. Height, 6'6", 198 centimeters. Home dimension, C137, aka the smartest man in the universe. Galactic Federation criminal, likes McDonald's, alcohol, planets. Dislikes pirates, squirrels, Rick Prime. His blue hair is natural. Yeah. Rick certainly does have a very strange background, and considering that he once fabricated his backstory, that's saying a lot. And he is a wanted criminal by the Galactic Federation, and I see why he likes McDonald's, but it's best not to get into that considering what happens afterwards. And his blue hair is natural, so I guess that is his natural hair color then. I guess that's interesting to know. And considering that he's the smartest man in the universe at 70 years old, man, Rick certainly does show how much wisdom he has at his age.
Smartest man in the universe, and its most dangerous criminal. He spent years on the run from the Galactic Federation, going on adventures across the multiverse. Who cares about the emotional trauma from abandoning his daughter, right? And then he took her son and put him in life-threatening danger. Bye! Thus formed the greatest duo of the generation. Rick and Morty. Yeah, mostly Rick. Morty's the cannon fodder who smuggles grapefruit-sized seeds up his ass.
Yep.
That's just the first episode. Rick is an unparalleled inventor, always ready to face even the squanchiest of alien foes. He's got your usuals.
Alright. Arsenal. Class C cyborg implants, drones, gravity guns, hologram decoys, invisibility belt, laser weapons, mind manipulators, Mr. Meeseeks box. Oh yeah, I remember the Mr. Meeseeks box. That's a classic. So yeah, Rick is an absolute great inventor, and he's been able to use these inventions to get himself and the rest of his family out of trouble, even though he doesn't appreciate the majority of his family, especially towards his own son-in-law. But whatever problems comes his way, he always finds a way to get out of it. So there is that.
Laser gun, invisibility belt, shrink ray, cyborg implants, the works. As well as some weirder things, like a Mr. Meeseeks box, which...
Also a nanofiber defense mesh, Omega device, Operation Phoenix, portal gun, time manipulators, time stop, probability manipulation, respawn button. Yeah, Rick does have a very impressive arsenal, and considering he's invented all of these by himself, seeing there's nothing Rick can't do to get himself out of any trouble.
Can summon an infinite number of irritating temporary life forms that will work tirelessly to accomplish a given task. Or a series of android decoys that are so perfectly created they don't even realize they're decoys, which leads them to create decoys that create decoys, and so on. Rick's gadgets can erase your memories, manipulate and travel through time, and even make a surface true level, as in perfectly flat, something normally mathematically impossible. So beautiful that experiencing it for only a moment before returning to non-Euclidean space can emotionally scar you for life. He can even inject you with his own genetic info and instantly chest burst a clone of himself from inside you, like a beastie xenomorph. What the hell? Rick and Morty travel the universe in the Space Cruiser, powered by a microverse under the hood.
Oh yeah, this Space Cruiser. Artificial intelligence, automatic parking, dark matter-based engine, disintegrator gun, flamethrowers, grow ray, laser minigun, microverse-based power cell, robot arms, windshield wipers. Yup, Rick always takes himself and Morty, and sometimes Summer, through all kinds of dimensions with this space cruiser. Although, this power cell that he uses, it's a bit weird. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, then I recommend seeing the actual episode. If not the whole show, it's incredible.
This compact starship comes equipped with laser cannons, a fishing line that can tow a solar system, and a unique artificial intelligence. With all that crazy sci-fi gear, Rick and Morty's adventures were absolutely bonkers. From disentangling a time loop created by alien snakes to battling the metafictional story lord, to Rick turning himself into a pickle to avoid therapy. This guy would rather battle the Russian mafia as a vegetable than address his feelings. Actually, pickle's a fruit. Because boy oh boy, does he have a lot of them. Behind the fart jokes and wubba-lubba-dub-dubs, Rick harbors bitter emotional agony. Way back when, in a completely different universe, the Rick we know had a happy life until another Rick from another universe took it all away, the bastard. But like me, Rick is a true inventor, and this tragedy spurred him to craft his greatest creation, the portal gun.
My science indicates it creates holes through all aspects of space-time, allowing Rick to travel anywhere in the multiverse. It sounds exhausting.
It's true.
More than that, it can slice you in half, set up traps, and even...
Ooh.
That's coming out of your paycheck. Nah, decades of traveling the multiverse...
Okay, then. That was strange. In his own dimension, Rick's daughter died without children. Rick usurped the position of Morty's grandfather from his dimensional counterpart, Rick Prime. I see. So Rick took over the position from Morty's actual grandfather, who was his counterpart from another dimension, which is Rick Prime. Huh. I guess he had to look after the daughter he was glad hadn't died in the other dimension, and without children nonetheless. That truly is fatherly devotion, I'll give him that.
hunting down the man who ruined his life darkened Rick's heart. He began to ask himself, if there are an infinite number of universes with an infinite number of each person, how did any individual life matter?
Sounds like he's overthinking it.
Like the time he accidentally turned all of humanity into horrific Cronenbergs.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had to escape to a parallel universe where they swap places with recently deceased versions of themselves. What does that do to a person?
Makes him
Yeah.
badass. When
Yeah, Morty was completely traumatized by that. Alright, feats. Officially dubbed the Rickest Rick, dodged automatic gunfire as a pickle, space cruiser towed a solar system, dismantled the Galactic Federation, survived a space cruiser orbital crash, flew to the Andromeda Galaxy and back in one evening, defeated the Citadel of Ricks, the World Ender, the President, Rick Prime. Man, that's some insane feats Rick has accomplished, and considering that he has no clue what his life means, considering that there are infinite universes that are parallel to his own. Sheesh. This seems more than a midlife crisis for this 70-year-old man.
Rick found the Interdimensional Council of Ricks, he kicked their teeth in. Like they say, he's the Rickest Rick of them all.
That he is. Just touching the hem of his coat can activate his energy shield or even induce instant death. Yes, instant. No, it isn't explained why. Though
Whoa.
considering this reaction, it's likely a chemical released through the coat's lining.
Rickest Rick whiz! He's dodged an orbital space laser from just a few feet away. He's so smart, he figured out he's in a TV show. Yep, really.
Perhaps most mysterious
Wow.
is Operation Phoenix, a series of cloned bodies that his consciousness can be uploaded to upon his death. Despite eventually taking it offline, his mind is still connected to every other Operation Phoenix across the multiverse.
Really?
Infinite number of extra lives, even if some of them are shrimps and fascists.
Some of his devices can destroy the Earth, the universe.
Let's see. Rick C-137 should be capable of replicating the feats and inventions of any other Rick within reason. So this Rick should be able to do the exact same feats and inventions that all of the other Ricks in the multiverse have accomplished as well. Man. Yeah, he did say in one episode that his brain is like the size of the sun. And considering all of this, yeah, that doesn't seem that far-fetched for him.
Universe, even numerous alternate timelines. He actually did that just to manipulate the stock market.
Though underneath the
Whoa.
drunken god complex, there's still a glimmer of the family man Rick used to be.
Well, as much as he insists that love is just a chemical reaction in the brain, he does care about his daughter and grandkids. And Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
He's taken on an alien Zeus, the president of the United States, and the actual devil, even exiting the bounds of fiction into meta-reality, fighting Jesus H. Leaping Christ himself, and meeting Joseph Campbell. Talk about a hero's journey.
Challenge
Wow.
Mike at your will. He might look like a scrawny, drunken septuagenarian, and he is, but he's also, somehow, the greatest warrior in the universe.
And you can lick his balls.
Yeah.
Ian Chesterton.
All right,
and
now the
Robert were
doctor.
just your average school teachers with a less than average student. Susan was odd, almost like an alien. And when they
Oh?
met her grandfather and his police box, they found out why.
They were aliens, and that police box was the TARDIS, a 2-in-1 spaceship and time machine.
Thus, they were whisked
Wow.
away into the stars, kicking off over half a century of timey-wimey adventures with a revolving cast of companions, like Sarah Jane Smith, Rose Tyler, the Brigadier, Amy Pond, and so many more.
Complete with the cheesiest special effects you've ever seen.
This madman with a box had a name he would never tell, and a history he would always run from. He was only known as the Doctor.
The Doctor.
Exactly.
Doctor exactly?
Though the Doctor's origins are shrouded in mystery, we know they were born several...
Alright, background. Full name unknown. Age at least 2,000 years. Species Time Lord. Shortest height 5'6", 168 centimeters, 7th and 13th. Tallest height 6'3", 191 centimeters, 3rd and 4th. Has had 7 spouses, including Cleopatra and Marilyn Monroe. Likes jelly babies, bow ties, companions. Dislikes apples, bureaucrats, Daleks. Yeah. The Doctor seems to be what you can refer to as an anomaly, considering that his real name is unknown. He's more than 2,000 years old and is also a Time Lord. But logic doesn't seem to be questioned in his world, considering that he's had many companions who helped him out in all of his adventures, and he's always having their backs as well. So his background shouldn't be questioned, as long as whatever he does, he'll be able to help out in their hour of need. So that seems very nice for this no-name doctor.
1,000 years ago, and earned degrees in cosmic science and higher dimensional physics.
But he got bored with the stuffy Time Lord bureaucrats, stole a TARDIS, and explored time and space as a runaway. Who can forget those adventures chasing dinosaurs on a spaceship, dueling Robin Hood with a spoon, or shoving Hitler in a closet?
Yeah, we know it's kind of weird. It's British.
But if you don't know who's who, you're probably wondering, who are all these people? A bunch of old guys, young guys, a lady, and one of the Three Stooges? What?
The Doctor is a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. Time Lords may look human, but couldn't be more different. Not only do they have 2 hearts.
Alright. Abilities. A casuality, fourth wall awareness, genius intellect, hypnosis, precognition, regeneration, respiratory bypass system, time manipulation immunity, transmigration. Yeah. The Doctor does have a lot of strange abilities, and not to mention the amount of times he's been reincarnated. So yeah, it's not entirely known what exactly the Doctor is. But as I said, it doesn't matter as long as he's able to use whatever he has to help himself and his companions. So it's best not to question too much about his background and whatever he's got.
They literally experience time differently. They can see past, present, and future all at once. They can resist temporal phenomena such as time stops and can tamper with fixed points in time. They're effectively acausal beings.
This makes them super hard to predict and nearly impossible to erase from any timeline. They can even breach the bounds of space and talk directly to you. Yes, you at home. Out there.
Time Lords are practically walking Deus Ex Machinas. In fact, a lot of them would be proud to be called that.
Yeah, the Duck ran away for a reason. Time Lords are a bit dodgy.
The Doctor has hypnotized with a glance, resisted mind control, survived deadly radiation, and even learned transmigration. As in, the ability to summon an object out of thin air. Sounds crazy, but it's apparently standard fare for Time Lord Academy.
But the reason why there are so many doctors is that Time Lords have a funny way of cheating death.
Upon receiving a fatal wound, the Doctor undergoes regeneration, gaining a new, healthy body.
While reloading, the Doctor has regrown lost limbs, become strong enough to knock down steel doors, and even weaponized his own time energy.
Downside being, if a Time Lord dies during regeneration, that ends the process permanently.
Wow.
We've seen 14 versions of the Doctor, plus a few extras mixed in here and there. Hell, by the time you're watching this, you've probably seen the 15th. Or the 16th.
The experiences each Doctor changes and affects the next Doctor, and the next, and so on. Each Doctor maintains the same memories, but with an all-new personality.
Some like bow ties, some like jelly babies, some kick butt with Venusian karate, and some really hate the monarchy. Probably because they're werewolves.
But but they always have one thing in common.
They are British!
Well, one other thing in common.
Okay,
the Doctor
then.
always enjoys the thrill of adventure. And
True
they
that.
have tech to help, like the sonic screwdriver.
Ah,
Using
yeah,
sonic waves to manipulate nearby
this.
objects, it can pick locks, cause detonations, and fry circuitry. It's sort of a Swiss Army plot of
Arsenal, invisibility watch, perception filters, psychic paper, sonic screwdriver, sonic sunglasses, temporal lock, the D-mat, time bracelet, time ruse, 2D or 2dis. Wow. This Time Lord certainly doesn't mess around. And considering that he's been regenerated to 14 different doctors, that's really saying a lot. Although it might also be a massive understatement. But yeah, this arsenal certainly is handy to get him out of whatever comes across his way. There might be more when we continue, but still, that certainly is a very handy arsenal he has there.
device that can hack its way through most problems. The perfect pacifist tool for resolving conflict.
Its only weakness is that it doesn't do wood or turkey, though considering it can destroy machines,
Really?
disrupt molecules, and even erase memories, I'll take it.
The Doctor doesn't often carry weapons. There's an invisibility watch, a time travel ring, psychic paper that tricks basically everyone, and
Ooh.
perception filters that prevents others from noticing certain things, even people.
But the
Really?
Doctor does reluctantly have a few weapons stored away, like the dematerialization gun.
It might look slapped together with Hobby Lobby pipes, but the DMAT can literally erase you from time. As in, it causes you to have never existed in the first place.
Oh?
But if you never existed, then the gun would have never needed to fire, which means you weren't wiped from existence, which means the gun would need to fire, which means...
Did you say something? That's not the only time erasing tool in the Doctor's box, but we gotta talk about, you know, the box. Shabby
Yep,
blue police
the
box on the
TARDIS.
outside. Incredible time machine that's bigger on the inside. This is the TARDIS.
The time and relative dimension in space is a sentient ship that travels...
Alright, TARDIS, time and relative dimension in space. Architectural reconfiguration system, artificial intelligence, manipulates its own interior space and time, temporal grace interior, tractor beam, transmat beam, weather manipulator, faulty chameleon circuit, stuck looking like a phone booth. So here we get to learn more about the TARDIS itself. The Doctor certainly has been making great use of his phone booth looking time machine, and it's been able to help him in whatever dimension he gets trapped in. So I'm not sure how exactly it will be able to help him in this particular circumstance, but considering how much the TARDIS has helped him throughout all of these adventures of his, this might be a one-up for him. We'll just have to wait and see.
Space and time with ease. Strong enough to tow planets, powerful enough to stop antimatter from destroying the universe, and tough enough to tank lightning from Zeus. Yes, the god Zeus. It can even adjust its interior to an infinite degree, both in terms of space and time.
So, if the TARDIS doesn't like it...
The Doctor can access additional weapons in the TARDIS, the Omega Arsenal, and beyond, such as the Tear of Isha, the Heart of the TARDIS, Paradox Machines, and even the Moment, which remains in contact with the Doctor. Wow. So even the TARDIS has its own additional weapons that the Doctor has access to. Man, I've been missing a lot on this character. It seems that I've truly underestimated him. But then again, his opponent might have something up his sleeve as well. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it goes.
You might get lost inside it forever. Don't piss off the TARDIS.
Or any of the Doctor's enemies. Some of the universe's deadliest monsters. Cybermen, Zygons, Weeping Angels.
And the Slitheen, the big chunky aliens that took over 10 Downing Street. And couldn't stop farting.
Even when the Doctor prefers not to resort...
Okay, feats. Ended the last great Time War single-handedly, intercepted several lasers in nanoseconds, contained the Celestial Toymaker's universe inside the TARDIS, punched through 20 feet of asbatinum over 2 billion years, TARDIS pulled Earth halfway across the universe, defeated Cybermen, Daleks, Omega, the Master. Good grief. The feats that the Doctor has accomplished? That truly is insane. And it's even more insane considering that probably each one of these was accomplished by a different version of the Doctor. Man. Never underestimate this Time Lord. It seems that I was learned that the hard way.
Sort of fisticuffs, he's tough enough to survive bolts of lightning that vaporize an ordinary human. He's even dodged half a dozen disintegration rays, while also improvising several thousand calculations in a matter of nanoseconds.
Really?
Yeah, the Doctor's super smart. So smart his brain once powered a 1,000-year-old supercomputer.
The Doctor's outwitted cosmic entities like the Great Intelligence, the Time Lord Nemesis, the Master, and apparently the original Satan. Who isn't even the most
seriously?
In the multiverse, because that would be the Daleks.
Alright, bear with me here. They may look like trash cans with plungers, but they can exterminate anything that gets in their way, even all of space and time, like when they battled the Time Lords to extinction in the last great Time War.
A war that showed a darker side to the Doctor. Thrust into a conflict that put all of reality at risk, the Doctor became a warrior, a soldier, a killer.
A sight of him that had always been there, hiding just under that cheeky grin.
Finally, in a single moment, the Doctor pressed a big red button to end the war, and all of Gallifrey, once and for all.
As much as he didn't like the Time Lords, the Doctor cares for life above all things, so genociding his own people was the worst thing that could possibly happen.
As the last of the Time Lords, the Doctor proved to be the most dangerous person in the universe. Isolation threatened to turn him into the very type of Time Lord he despised, a master who controls the laws of time, the Time Lord victorious.
And God help your immortal soul if you piss him off. If he's desperate or if you threaten his friends, you won't be prepared for how far he'll go. Like trapping you in every mirror in existence, imprisoning you in the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, or suspending you in time to be used as a scarecrow.
Fortunately, Gallifrey wasn't destroyed. It turns out the Doctor, all of the Doctors, saved the Time Lords, but just forgot about it until time could catch up to them. It's complicated.
Still, even their biggest L turned out to be a dub in disguise. That's how you know you're fantastic.
But a Doctor's job is never finished. Without witness, without reward, you'll never know when they'll show up to save the day. But if you happen to be up against the Doctor, there's really only one thing you can do. Run. Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for our death battle!
Let's get started.
Oh, jeez, Rick, it was my fault.
Shut the fuck up, Morty! I knew Time Lords were suicidal morons, but I didn't know they never invented rearview mirrors!
Are you sick? You're the one who hit me.
Oh.
Come on, I'm busy.
Son of a bitch, he's ignoring me!
Oh boy, here we go. Whoa.
Holy, it was ship. Keep already safe.
What are you...
There he goes. Oh.
No! Oh, what did they do to you?
Oh, the screaming son. Oh.
Fine. Queensbury rules? Bit of Venusian karate?
Keep quipping, asshole. Maybe you'll find a good joke on the ground next to your teeth.
Oh boy.
On guard.
His spoon. Ooh. Ooh.
This place looks fun. Do they have a little shop? I like little shops.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh.
Well, blink as much as you can. They're scared of rapid movement.
Oh man.
Motherfucker.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, you brilliant old girl. Switching rooms around. Fantastic.
That's his trademark. Oh.
It's fun to be the class clown till you get shot. Now hurry up. I got a grandson waiting on me. He won't die an idiot like you.
I know your type. The nihilist know-it-all.
Oh.
All this wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey rubbish. There's one thing you never quite understood. I'm the doctor.
Yes, he is. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Quite impressive craft, Morty. You built it yourself?
I guess so.
Then you've got a bright future ahead. Don't be a cynic.
Wow.
Morty, if you forget me, I'll haunt your ass.
Who the fuck are you?
Ooh.
KO! Live by the portal, die by the portal.
Let's break this down. First off, Rick and the Doctor could both dodge lasers, making them pretty even, so neither could reliably win a quick draw.
Also,
True.
neither have shown any consistent signs of strength all that different from an above-average human.
The Doctor could
Okay,
get a
then.
superhuman strength boost during regeneration, but that is fairly incidental. So as far as physical ability is concerned, neither had a significant edge.
Alright.
When it comes to weapons, Rick had way more deadly killing machines, a lot of which could wipe out whole planets, galaxies, and more.
That
If
is
he could
true.
get the jump on the Doctor, he'd have a good chance of winning.
Of course, their similar speeds meant he probably wasn't getting that opportunity. There's no denying his firepower was superior overall, but that still had to contend with the Doctor's technology.
Yeah, despite all Rick's
Okay.
crazy inventions, most of which could kill a normal person instantly, the Doctor matched or countered pretty much all of it.
Being a Time Lord meant he could resist any time-warping trickery Rick threw at him, and the sonic screwdriver could hack and even destroy nearly everything Rick...
Rick's cyborg implants have been disabled or forcibly torn out of him with lesser technology than the sonic screwdriver. Oh. So, Rick's implants can be deactivated or torn out of his body even without something as more advanced as the sonic screwdriver. Well, I guess that's a downgrade for Rick.
The Sonic has even disabled teleportation and time travel technology before, making it more than capable of hijacking Rick's portal gun, which has been hacked in the past.
With that, Rick was kind of a sitting duck.
Operation Phoenix makes killing Rick permanently almost impossible, but the Doctor's reality-altering tech like the
Rick is capable of creating the existence-erasing Omega Drive. However, the Doctor has resisted such phenomena and can reliably counter with their own similar devices. Oh, so the Doctor wouldn't be able to be erased from existence entirely, considering that he was able to resist this type of phenomena and can do the exact same thing with their own devices. So I guess that's a one-up for the Doctor here.
The DMAT meant there would be no Rick left to upload to a new body at all, effectively ending the fight in a single shot. And that was hardly the only reality-warping superweapon the Doctor had access to. The Doctor's technology presented a clear advantage.
Now let's talk ships. This one's pretty clear-cut. The space cruiser was a deadly machine that towed a solar system, but the TARDIS single-handedly held off a universe-destroying event. That's an edge for the Doctor.
But perhaps most important of all was their experience and intelligence.
Rick mastered space and time to the point of becoming a veritable god.
Rick has mentioned Doctor Who before, implying he knows of the Doctor Who franchise. However, there's no evidence he actually watched the show or knows any specifics about the Doctor. Oh, so Rick knows about the Doctor, but he doesn't know the Doctor. Huh. I guess that's another kind of anomaly here. So he knows about his opponent, but he doesn't actually know his opponent. Huh, go figure.
God, but you can say the same for the Doctor, who is way older. It's kind of like the Doctor has been Rickin' for many times longer than Rick himself.
And when push comes to shove, the Doctor is just as experienced of a warrior as Rick ever was, if not more so.
11 spent 900 years.
The central finite curve used by the Council of Ricks isolate Rick from universes where he isn't the smartest, effectively making him a big fish in a small pond. Oh. So I guess there are times where Rick isn't as smart as he's supposed to be. So it looks like the Doctor managed to use that as his advantage. Huh. I guess there is someone who's smarter than Rick after all.
Years battling Daleks, Cybermen, Sontarans, and more on Trenzalore, and came out on top.
And don't forget how quickly the Doctor can formulate, calculate, and initiate plans. Like when he dodged half a dozen raids.
Results. Rick. Positives, more destructive weaponry, potential immortality via Operation Phoenix. Negatives, his fatal flaw is arrogance. The Doctor. Positives, much more experienced. Sonic could hack Rick's technology and weapons. No way to permanently end the TARDIS. Has tech that counters Operation Phoenix. Negatives, their fatal flaw is recklessness. I see. So even though Rick is capable of regenerating himself with Operation Phoenix, the Doctor has technology that counters Operation Phoenix. So it seems it's clear-cut who has the more superior technology.
And improvised thousands of calculations in his head to siphon the ray's energy into a teleporter, all in a matter of nanoseconds.
Rick usually relies on being the smartest guy in the room. When he's forced to battle people at his own level, he's often outsmarted, like with the Prime Rick or, gasp, a Morty.
Rick was a formidable genius, but the Doctor's incredible technology, unmatched intelligence, and thousands of years of experience gave him the win.
Jeez. I bet Rick was absolutely mortified to lose.
The winner is the Doctor.
Congratulations, Doctor.
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We are about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click that join button below. See what you're missing.
Next time. Oh? Goku versus... So that was Rick Sanchez versus the Doctor, and the Doctor came out victoriously. And, wouldn't you know, it looks like we're going to have a third death battle between Goku and Superman. Not sure if it will be a rebooted battle or if it will pick up where the last battle left off. But I suppose we'll know soon enough. Alright everyone, thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all next time.